Hello friends, now we are back with the programming tutorials as you have seen in the previous video of the channel Digitowners that soon we are going to start with the programming language tutorial, and we are coming up with the first programming language tutorial where we will learn how to create a responsive navigation bar using HTML and CSS. So this is the final design, this is the final work that will be come out after working on the HTML and CSS part. So here you can see that you can write your company name. Now these are the navigation bar, that home. You may see that the background color is red, but as soon as you hover your mouse over it, it turns into the yellow color. It also have a icon like home icon is there, then about us, products, brand store and contact. So today in this video tutorial we are going to learn how to create this responsive navigation bar using HTML and CSS language. Now you might have seen that when we are hovering our mouse on this home tab or about us or contact, it comes with a yellow background but there is no other color. But when we move to the products or brand store tab, you might see that there is a little white color under this yellow background. So this particular white color has been added to ensure that these are the drop down tabs, means they will have the drop down navigation tabs. So that we will learn later on in our next video, how to create that drop down navigation tabs, those drop down buttons. But today in this tutorial we are going to learn how to create this particular navigation bar, that is responsive navigation bar. So let's start with the video tutorial. So for this, what we are doing, I am using a text editor. We have to use a text editor. So I am using a Sublime text editor. Fine. I am using this Sublime text editor because it is easy to use. It has all some inbuilt commands and functions which we all need. So we are using this. So I am creating a new file. So this we have to create the HTML file. Fine. First we will create the HTML file for the page. So basic structure, you all know how to create the basic structure: HTML, then head, title, then title close, then head close, then body close, and at last HTML close. Fine. Let me see if I can increase the size of this. I think this much is better, so that you can have a better look. Fine. So what we have done, we have make a basic HTML structure. We have written the basic HTML part. Now I'm going to save this using Ctrl S. On desktop we have a Digitowners tutorial HTML folder. So I'm going to save this file inside a folder, giving it a name home.html. Okay, and save. Now see, as soon as I have saved the file, that all colors accordingly that has been changed. Now this is the title part. You all know when we have to give a title. So I am writing it as drop down. The class name I am giving it is a drop down. Fine. Now we have to create a button. Inside this button I am creating another class, that is envelopes. Okay, then I close, contact, A close, Li closed, navigation closed, body UL closed. Now we have to see for this div, why this div is here. This div has been closed here, you can see this Li is closed here, this Li is closed here, this div is closed here, this div is closed here, so there is no need of this is extra. So save it. Now let's see. Fine. Now see, these home, about us and contact, they are coming with the same part, but this product and brand store, these two tabs, okay, they are coming in some another way. Why? Because we have to create a drop down list under these two tabs. Fine. So what we have done, we are finished up with our HTML part. We have finished with our HTML part. Now let me show how this particular thing will be visible to you. Already I have made a part so that you can come to know. This is the final result you will be getting. Now I am talking about these icons. Now in the home part, in the home tab, on the adjacent to it, the left side of it, you might seen a icon, home icon. So these icons, for these icons generally I have made this particular I class. Okay, for these icons this I class is necessary. So I think the coding HTML part is clear to everyone. Now what we have to do, we will work with the CSS. Now what is CSS? Now see, CSS is generally, it stands for cascading style sheet, and it is basically used to display how to display the HTML elements, HTML tag. Okay, this is just for the used for the decoration purpose, how the appearance of your HTML page will be look like. Like you can see here, we have a background image, then we have a navigation bar, then we have customized the appearance of the text, then the colors, when it is hovering it is displaying yellow color, then yellow with little amount of white line at the bottom. So these all are the part of the CSS. So CSS will generally look about the decoration part, how these elements will appear on your web page. Fine. So this is the simple one which we are creating, and this is the final result you will be getting. So let's start with the CSS part. So let's start with the CSS file, just to make the elements and all the object to be placed at the perfect order. Okay, so to start with the CSS file, what we need to do, we need to create a new file. So I am creating a new file, and we'll start with the body tag, because first we have to work with the body part, the background and all. So to start, I am writing here body, then the curly braces. Now see, until unless we are not saving this file with a perfect file name and extension, the elements will not come up, okay, with their own. So first I am saving this file, I am giving it as name, and that is home style1.css. Fine. The body I have written. Now inside the body I want margin should be 0 png. Please make sure that whenever you are inserting any image, you have to add the extension also. Now fine, so we have done with the body part. Now what is there? It doesn't come with any effect, nothing is happening here. And why is it so? Because we have made the CSS file, but we have not linked our CSS file with the HTML document. to link the file, the CSS file with the HTML document, after the closing of title bar, write link and press enter. So this particular thing will come up. Then in the href, inside this double quotes, you have to write the CSS file name, that is home style1.css, and save it. The background file is here, but this is not coming in a perfect way because the image it is larger in size. So what we need to do, we need to add two more properties, that is background size, background bar position, it should be fixed. Why I am keeping it fixed? Because I don't want that my navigation bar, the tabs on the navigation bar, they will go up and down along with the scrolling of the web page. Fine. Top as 60 pixel, 10 pixel and 90 pixel, padding 0, and display I'm just not writing display as of now because I want to make sure that you should understand. Now see, everything we have done, it has come on the right side. List style with no list style, it has come on the right side, no margin, no padding. Now see, but they are coming one on the another, they are coming in a list, so we have to make sure that they should get display, okay, one after the other in a straight horizontal line. To display this in a horizontal line, what you have to use, you have to use the display property and you have to use flex, display flex. See, fine. So we have finished with this nav ul part also. Now under this nav ul, under this ul will have li and we have a anchor tag. So we will design property for this. So we will write nav ul li and a. Line height code, padding 12 pixels, text decoration, I don't want any decoration, text transformation I'm using, and font weight I'm using it is bold. Okay, Control S. Now see, these two are still in a different way because these two tabs will contain, okay, what they will contain the sub tabs, so they are in different order, but we will make it in the same way. So we have worked with the nav ul li a up to this. Now we'll start with working with the class. We'll start with working with the class. So to declare a class in CSS, what you need to do, insert a dot and the class name, logo, and then the tab, the tag, anchor tag we are using a. The logo dot logo a, it means that we are working with the logo class, and with the logo class we are having this anchor tag. We'll design this company name, we are working with the decoration part of this company name. The logo a, what we want, pixels and 20 pixels, then float, it should float on the left side. The left I have mentioned here, okay, float on the left side. Then font size 24, the property is border radius, see, rounded borders. Fine. So we have worked with this home tab also. The next thing is that we have to work with the drop down. The next class is drop down. The dot drop down, dot drop down. Okay, then give a space and write the subclass name, that is dot plain pixels. I want border, no border, none, outline, none, color, which color we want, white color, I am writing white simply, all pixels and uppercase. Everything what it is written, it should display in the uppercase, because like here it is P is capital and rest of the thing is small, so it should be displayed in the uppercase. See, now we have to work with the color part also, because these are in blue in color but the rest of all are in white, so we will also do that part. As of now we have done with the two classes, that is the subclass with drop down. Now we have to add the color, background color to the navigation links. Like here, if we see here we have a white background, yellow, so we have to add the background color also. So for that we have to use the dot navbar a slash a then colon hover, because we want the color to be displayed when we hover it, when we hover the mouse, then comma space dot drop btn. Fine. Navigation bar, when it should hover on the anchor tag, whatever we have written inside the anchor tag that will go. Drop down, जब drop down पे hover होगा, what effect will come, and when it will click on the buttons, then what effect will come. So I am using it as a background color. So background color we want that it should display in yellow. So hash EF9 E00, this is the color code, EF9 E00. Then border radius we give it as 2 pixels, and border bottom color white. Fine. Now see, this bottom border style, border bottom style, border bottom width, border bottom color, why we are using this? So that it should matches, this part should match with this part. See, this is yellow background. Okay, now you might have seen, you are seeing here that at the bottom of this background there is a white solid line. Okay, this thin solid line is there, but that is white in color. So this border bottom style solid means that it should completely visible with a single color. Then border bottom width means the thickness of this line, it is of 2 pixel, and border bottom color, the white we have written, it means it is this white in color. So when we refresh it, see, it is coming with the same part. Okay, fine. Now again what we need to do, we need to have the content part. Content we don't have as of now, so we just use the drop down dot 6 pixels, control F S, and refresh. Now see, it is coming with a yellow, same part. This home tab, it is always visible in the red in color because this is the main tab. So that's why we have given a particular background and it will be permanent, but as soon as the user will hover over it, it will change the color. Fine. Now the last thing that is left, these icons. The last part left, that is the icons. How to insert these icons? So these icons, what we need to add a CSS file, that is inbuilt CSS file we need to link, and we will link it, okay, here only after this CSS file. So that is already I have written here, so I am just copying it and pasting it. Now this CSS file, that is HTTPS, means it is a reference of some other website from where these icons will be visible. The HTML file will display the icons from some other website. Okay, so we have inserted this and see, the icons are also there now. Okay, it is matching with the same. These two files are matching. Fine. So I think this video tutorial is clear to you everyone, and if you want to make this particular responsive navigation bar, you please practice on your on computer, practice more and more, so that you will be able to design this responsive navigation bar. And in the next tutorial, in the next video tutorial of this, will continue where we will learn how to display or how to get the sub tabs under a main tab, how you can add sub tabs under the main tab. These two tabs are the main tab, and under this we will add the sub tabs with the same color codes and everything. Okay, so till then you can practice more and more. Okay, and if you like this video tutorial, please like, share and subscribe the Digitowners YouTube channel, and share it with your friends and family also. So thank you everyone, thank you all, see you next time.